All right, welcome back to Coffee Cafe. Last that we left off is we completed our adjustments. Now we need to complete our adjusted trial balance to go ahead and proceed with the rest of the closing process. Okay? Where's Stacy? All right, good morning, Stacy. Okay. So in this case, right, when we did our unadjusted trial balance, right, our numbers came out even on the main accounts and all the accounts, right? For the debits and the credits, right? We evened out on both sections. Now, I mentioned this before, right? The importance of using the main account is going to be for the financial statements, okay? So in order to complete the adjusted trial balance, because we already started formatting it like this, let's go ahead and that's exactly what we're going to do here. We're going to make another copy of the spreadsheet because now we need to make sure that when we did our adjustment entries, right, we transferred the amounts evenly throughout when we did our journals, we processed and we made everything else even, okay? Now we didn't make a mistake. So again, I'm going to go ahead and move and make a copy. I'm going to select the income statement and create a copy, right? And there it is, a copy of the unadjusted trial balance number 2. And we're going to double click here and we're going to change what it says. Okay, so this is the adjusted trial balance. Okay, and you might need to make a few changes, such as like up here, right? It's not the unadjusted trial balance, it's the adjusted trial balance. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and once again, all you need for the rest of these steps here is just the financial forms, the ledger, and the journal. Okay. But for now, I'm doing the adjusted trial balance, so I just need my ledger and my financial forms. Okay, so here I already made a copy, so all I'm going to be doing is going over through each and every single account once again for this. So in this case, the bank account here, did I make changes to my checking account? Yes, I did. I believe I did, right? I had to write a check out for the petty cash, so here it is. I did make a change to my checking account. It is now 12/0/32/76. Okay. My petty cash is the same, my cash and register is the same, so that's all I did. I only made a change to my checking account because I wrote a check for the petty cash. Okay. My accounts receivable is still at 15.31, so that's okay. Let's see. I adjusted my business supplies. If you remember, right, we had it. That was one of our adjustments, is that we had to calculate how much our cost of materials were. So my business supplies definitely has changed. Okay, so right now for my medium coffee cups, I only have $91.77 left. Okay. For my Supreme coffee, I only have my large coffee cups, I only have 216.65 left. Okay. And for sugar, I only have $21.60 left. And of course, my Creamer, I only have $179.63 left. Okay. So those are some changes I made. I even adjusted my office supplies, right? I don't have 150 anymore. I have 80 left. Okay. Let's see, inventory. Let me see. I still have my regular coffee at $20.78. And I still have my Supreme coffee at $133.70. However, I just did my periodic inventory conversion. So now I actually have to insert and include into inventory my ceramic coffee mugs. So in this case, I am going to insert, because I have to, my ceramic coffee mugs. Okay? And I need to change the formula for my inventory because now it includes a third inventory item, right? I have my regular coffee, Supreme coffee, and I have my ceramic coffee mugs. Okay? So my ceramic coffee mugs right now, I have $385.66 worth of coffee mugs, right? I calculated it last time. I have 106 coffee mugs left. So in this case, my inventory has changed because I increased it with that extra $385. Okay? And here it is. Okay. Furniture, right? Which includes my tables, chairs, my tables and chairs, counter, desk, and my display shelves, right? The inventory item, the fixed asset itself. So for example, my tables and chairs, it's still at $6605.08. However, we also calculated the accumulated depreciation. So right now, because I used my tables and chairs, right? It's no longer worth $6,605.08, right? It's decreased in value by $78.68. So what I want you to do here is I want you to insert every single item here because I have to include all the accumulated depreciation. Now, this is what you can do if you feel that it's much more easier for you to do. You can do an accumulated depreciation for furniture. That's completely fine, right? Because at the end of the day, it's all going to go against the furniture amount. But at the end of the day, the way that you listed it out, it is individually, right? We have the accumulated depreciation for the tables, right? We have the accumulated depreciation for the counter, right? We have the accumulated depreciation for the desk, right? And so on and so forth. So that means I have to add all of those in there. And then I also, since this affects the total value, because these are my contra accounts, right? I'm not going to take it away from the furniture account itself, right? It's actually going to decrease the value of my table and chairs and so on and so forth, all my furniture items, right? But we're going to have to calculate that in our formula right here for furniture. So right now, before my adjustment, my depreciation, my fixed furniture assets are a total of $9,033.75. But because these are contra accounts, right? We have to keep in mind that the contra account will affect the main account because that's exactly what it's doing right here. Right here, it's affecting the sub account. So that means I'm going to have to subtract all of these credits because they are contra accounts. So starting with the first one, I'll list them all out first and then I'll show you how to do the formula, okay? So the first one we have for the accumulated depreciation for the tables is $78.63, okay? The tables is the counter is still 1193.22. However, the accumulated depreciation for the counter is $14.21. Okay? The desk is still at 658, but the accumulated depreciation is now $7.84. And then last but not least, my display shelves is still at $577.08. However, I have to depreciate it by $6.87. Now, in this case, you could do the equal sum this minus equal sum this, but I usually have trouble with that formula. It usually doesn't work for me. So what I like to do is this formula here, right, is a sum of all of these, right? To better way to understand this is, well, this is the fair market value, or this is the price that I purchased my tables at, but I have to decrease it in value by that $78, right? I also have my counter, right? I'm adding my counter. However, I have to subtract that $14 worth of depreciation, right? And you're gonna add up all of your furnitures and minus out all of the accumulated depreciations. Right? So now you should get a grand total of your furniture to be $8,926.20, right? This is considered your book value, okay? Because again, your book value is going to be what is the value of this asset at this given point in time after depreciation, right? This is also known as your book value. But when you sell it out, that's your fair market value. When you go get it appraised, that's your fair market value. Right now, according to my calculations, this is what I deem that my book values of all of my furniture is currently standing at, right? After using it for 1 month, it's a total value of $8,926.20, right? So because that was just the first section of their for fixed assets, you have to do it to every single fixed asset. So the next section I have here is my computer and my printer and my cash register. Okay, I have to do the same thing, accum, depreciation, computer. Okay, so let's go through each and every single office equipment. So I still have my computer at $1,834.84, but my accumulated depreciation for that is $61.16. Okay. For my printer, it is $12.63. And my refrigerator is at $21.65. Okay, so once again, that will change the value of my office equipment here. Right now, I'm currently standing at $28.63.24 or $63.20. This is going to be my computer minus the depreciation plus my printer minus the depreciation plus my refrigerator minus the depreciation. Okay. And that's going to give me a total of, plus my cash register, I'm sorry, to give me a grand total of $2,764.76. So again, decreased in value. That's your book value. Okay. Next is going to be my equipment, right? I have coffee brewers, I have coffee grinder, and I have my refrigerator now. Okay, so I gotta change this. Right, I got the Acct depreciation for the brewers. Okay, so I have to include all of that. So right now, let's see what they are. Right now, my brewers are at $4,505.29, but my accumulated depreciation is $96.20. Okay, my accumulated for the grinder is $69.09. My accumulated depreciation for my refrigerator is $29.13. Right, and that is that section there. So I need to fix this one by adjusting this formula, because now it is the total of my brewers minus its depreciation with a grinder minus the depreciation plus the refrigerator minus the depreciation. Okay? That should give you a grand total of $11,951.78. Okay? And of course, we have accumulated depreciation for the vehicle, right? It's still at $32,208.90, but right now it is now a grand total of the accumulated depreciation is $257.67. So I have to include that right here. Okay. Okay, and that's going to decrease, right, by $257.67. That's going to decrease the total values of my vehicle, right? It's going to be my truck minus the accumulated depreciation. My vehicle now is standing at $31,951.23. Okay. Your prepaid accounts is okay. We haven't adjusted there, right? Still at $66,547.17. We have our Goodwill. I'm sorry, deposit at $1,700 and Goodwill at $2,100. However, we amortized the Goodwill. So in this case, I need to insert. Okay. So as you can see, it says there's actually an account here that we hid. Right, the miscellaneous expense. Okay, it's hidden right here. Okay, I don't want it under miscellaneous. I want it under Goodwill. Okay, so I can delete this row right here, and I can resume to hide this account right here. So in this case, Acct amortization Goodwill. I should format it so I can recognize it. Okay, that this is going to decrease the goodwill by $11.67. So that means here my main account of goodwill should represent my goodwill minus the amortization, and that should give you $2,088.32. That is the book value of my goodwill. Okay. No miscellaneous expense account, so we can move on to your liabilities. Okay. Liabilities, I don't believe we made any adjustments here, but let's just go ahead and scan through just in case, okay? Accounts payable is at $6,700, okay, and 31. My Visa payable is still at $2,150, right? My payroll liabilities, or I'm sorry, my notes payables at $649.49. My payroll liabilities, right, should be a grand total of my federal income tax at $70.88. 49.60 for Social Security, $11.60 is my Medicare, $61.20 for my company FICA, FUTA is $48, SUTA is $24, and my workers' compensation is $10.88. So right there, those numbers have not changed. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, no utilities, no unearned revenue. Okay. My sales tax is still at $2,046.11. And my loans, okay, I still have my loans intact. It's still at $29,221.90. So those ones are not touched at all, okay? Owner's equity, same thing here. We haven't closed out our books yet, so our equity should also stay the same at $30,000 with a $3,000 owner withdrawal, okay? And then my revenues, okay? I don't believe we did any changes to revenues, right? Because we've already tallied up our totals for sales, right? But let's just go through it one more time, okay? So total sales should be, right, for this regular coffee should be at $13.94. Supreme should be at $14.36. Ceramic coffee mug should be at $17.63. The large regular coffee should be at $5,200. Okay. The medium supreme should be at $6,508 or 503, excuse me. And your large supreme should be at 665577. Okay. And let's see. Your large supreme should be at 7,526. So again, no changes there. Okay. And our sales returns is still at 1995 on 96 on the debit side. Your discounts is still at 1,979 cents. Your income should still be at 300, and that is it. So again, no changes to sales. However, what about cost of goods sold? In this case, my cost of goods sold, right? My regular coffee is still at $1,400, right? And then my cost of goods sold for Supreme coffee is still at $14.86. However, we also did our periodic conversion, so we need to include another cost of goods sold for the ceramic coffee mugs. Cost of goods sold, I'm going to put mugs, okay? So that means, right, I have a total of $1182.43 for my mugs. So that means I need to recalculate this amount because this is part of my cost of goods sold, right? I've included one more item in my cost of goods sold. So that should change your amount. Okay. To a total of $4,075.07. Okay. But we also adjusted our business supplies, right, through the cost of material. So I also need to include all of those in here. So going to advertising expense, we're going to insert the main account of the cost of materials. We're gonna have the cost of materials for the medium cups, large cups, sugar, and creamer. Okay, so again, cost of materials, medium cups, cost of materials, large cups, cost of materials, sugar, and cost of materials, creamer. Okay, so again, these are all expenses. Okay, there you go. That's the main account. So the main account is going to be a sum of your cost of materials for the medium, large, sugar, and creamer. Okay. So in this case, what was my total cost of materials for my medium cups? It was for $287.10. Okay. My large cups was $351.68. Okay. And my sugar was $43.20. Right. And my creamer is the $359.26. $359.26. Giving you a grand total cost of materials to be $1041.24. Okay. So then that's done with that one. So last but not least, we need to go through every single expense here. So starting with advertising expense, it's still at $185. Okay. No bank fees yet. However, my business supplies or business expense has increased, right? Because we end up using that as our means for our petty cash, right? So right now it is at $1,282.78. Okay. Right? Next is my freight expense. When I did my periodic conversion, I converted my freight expense, so it is zeroed out. Okay. Let's see what's next. Next is insurance expense at $195.83, so that's still the same. Then we have interest expense, no interest expense here. Then we have our labor expense, which is still at that $18.90 plus my $360. So my total labor is still at $2,250. Okay. License and permit expense is still at $375. Loss on disposal of asset is at $2,000. Aha. We have an office supplies expense account. So that's going to go right above my payroll. And we know it is at $70 right now. Okay. Payroll, right? Everything's still the same, right? $800 for salaries, $560.66 for your commissions, and the $144.08 worth of payroll taxes. So all of that is still the same. Next section is going to be my purchase expense. Here, because we did our periodic inventory conversion, I zeroed out my purchase expense. Okay. And that also included zeroing out my returns and allowances. As well as my purchase discounts was also zeroed out. Okay. So I have nothing in my purchase expense because I converted it. I don't have it anymore. My rent expense is still at $1,500. Okay. My my travel expenses are still at $271.07. Okay. No utilities expense. Right here is, the first was bad debt expense. No, we don't have any. And my last two accounts is my depreciation expense and my amortization expense. So I have to actually insert these into here. Okay, and we have to ensure, does the formula include those formulas? Okay, so in this case, I have depreciation expense. And I have the amortization expense. Okay. My depreciation expense was for $655.08. Oh, wrong part here. 65508. And then my amortization was the $11.67. Okay. And that is all the accounts here. And did I pan out evenly? I am off by $3. Oh my God. Okay. So you just have to basically go in case you made a typo somewhere. Let me see. Where am I off by $3 on both sides? I am off on, let me see. I'm off by $3 on the debit side. Okay, let's go back. So I have to go through all my accounts again to find that $3. Okay. So I have 1167, 65508, 217. Okay. These are all cleared out, so there is, oh God. Okay. Okay, so 85 to 82, 78. Did I make a typo over here since we didn't mess with anything? Cost of goods sold. Let's try the cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold, let's see. $359. 359.26. 43. 20. 351.68. 287.10. Yes, that's correct. Then we added 1182.43. Okay. Nothing to sales, so that means it's got to be one of these numbers that we typed in here for the accumulated. $11.67. $257. $257.67. $29.13. $69.09. $96.20. Okay, so we would have to go through every single one again. Okay, $69.09. $96.20. $21.65. $12.63. 60. Oh, I put 64.16. There you go. It's supposed to be 61.16. Okay, there you go. I found it. 61.16. There you go. Now I am even on my debits and credits because I found it. That $3 extra. There it is. We panned out evenly on both ends. Right, for the main accounts, I'm at 101,882.20, and my all of my accounts, I'm at 102,548.95. Because remember, all of your debits and credits, those are all debits and credits, right? Where your main accounts includes both debit and credit. If it's a contra account, it's reflecting its value in the main account. Right? So that's why these numbers are different. All right, we have done it. We're successfully completed our adjusted trial balance. So now we can finally move on to our financial statements.